Okay. I am testing out a new piece of equipment. Not this thing, but I'm recording like 3 different channels of audio. So this one right here should be like really, really clean. And then there's that one up there, which I'm going to switch to, and you'll hear the difference. There's a camera mic, and then there's a shotgun mic, a little cheapo thing on the top of that camera. And so I'm going to go from this one, testing, 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 to that one over there, testing, 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 and then to this one over here, which is just the room tone, I suppose. So sometimes I don't get overwhelmed by technology, but I do. I'm not as gung-ho as I used to be when I was like in my mid to late 20s, and actually probably from my mid 20s all the way through probably 40. I was like just a sponge for information, sponge for like learning stuff. And then I hit about in 2021, I started learning DaVinci Resolve to basically add. Here's what it was. I was paying so much money every year for Avid, and I wasn't really, and I was using it, but other people were paying for it, so I would remote into other people's, other companies' machines, and I didn't have to have it on my system. So I started hearing about Adobe. Sorry, Adobe. Ugh. Don't get me started on Adobe. Oh, I will. I'll get started. That's for dang sure. Started hearing about Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve, and I always wanted to learn how to use the color tools and be a colorist. Not really be a colorist because I think there's people who started a lot earlier than me, but I really enjoyed learning the ins and outs of the color page in DaVinci Resolve. And then I found out, wait a minute, it's actually free. And then I found out, oh wait, you can have the whole suite of tools. There's a media organizer, and there's a cut page. Cut page, I don't think I like that. Then the editing kind of page, which is, in essence, I personally think it's better than Premiere, but it's virtually the same thing as Premiere. And nothing is as good as Avid. Sorry, Avid is the best editing tool. It's the best editor, video footage editor in film, but nobody uses film anymore other than to shoot on. Then they digitize it, cut it on Avid, and then whatever. But it's oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check how long this is. I need an output timer is what I need. Darn it. So I can see. Let's see. Stats? Nope. Stats. How long have I been going for? Oh man. But this is a good thing. Disk space available. What the heck is happening here? Close. Darn. You're seeing in real time, everybody. Let's see, built-in display. No. Output. No, I don't want an output timer. Where the heck is overlay? Nope. Okay. Anyway, I'll just keep recording. And I have no idea. Well, let's see. It's 5:22. Oh, I guess I could look on my wrist. 5:22. So when I started getting into DaVinci Resolve in the editor page, I realized this thing was spectacular, and I started really digging into learning again. And I had to retrain my fingers and my muscle memory for editing. And that was pretty awesome, I'd say. But going back to the beginning, which is one of the reasons why I love doing these videos, is because I'm challenging myself to remember things. I don't often remember things that I start saying, and I go off on tangents and whatnot. And my wife is probably rolling her eyes right now at me, if she's even watching this. But I kind of don't like testing things out. I just like now, after 32 years of editing, I like having things done for me. And now that I'm kind of transitioning out of the chair, certainly if a job comes along, I'm going to take it. But I think I need to share my wealth of knowledge with other people. And while I'm still working, I think in 10 years, hopefully I have a big enough audience on the Real Hollywood Editor YouTube page to make a difference in upcoming new editors, because there's not a time in the future that I see that there won't be anyone editing anything. Will it change? Sure, absolutely, but the principles are the same. In fact, the more people that do it, the more I realize, the more people that try and edit, the more I realize that that there is a massive gap between good content and very, very mediocre content. So, and I know, I'm not bragging, but I guess I am. If you want to take it as bragging, fine and dandy. But I know what really, really good content looks like. And you can't convince me otherwise. Am I the best, most creative person in the world? Of course not. Absolutely not. But do I know what good content is? Absolutely. What my challenge is right now is to figure out how to express what's in my mind and in my mind and brain. I think those are two different things, mind and brain. Mind is all the information that I've acquired, and my brain is the physical thing that holds all that. It's like a hard drive. So, so I have to hopefully become more concise in what I say and how I say it, so that you can follow along quickly and easily. And I was thinking about this. This is the last thing I'll say. It might be, we might be going a little bit long here, but I was thinking about how some of my videos on the Real Hollywood Editor are more, not necessarily contrived, but they're more performative in the way that I talk. And what you're seeing with these 56-7 videos are just how I talk normally, and I ramble and all that stuff. And so hopefully you can see the difference between kind of stream of consciousness, just saying things, and when there's more curated content. And I'm not sure. Curated content can be taken a number of different ways. Either you're going to like me and the way I speak and the way I explain things, or you're not. It's pretty simple. But I think whether you like the way that I speak or not, hopefully the content is good enough to where you will, at the very least, enjoy what you or learn, enjoy and learn from what I share. This has got to be over 5 minutes. I don't know how long. I think I'm gonna take a guess. All right, this is my guess. Since you all know exactly how long it is, I'm gonna guess this was at the end of this, when I finish speaking, 7 minutes and 2 seconds. And so I better stop it like right now. Bye.